Ashes, England faced defeat as Australia inched closer to winning back Earn. England's battle to save the Ashes will go into the final day of the third test after rain brought an early end to day 4 in Perth. The tourists had reached 132 to 4, still 127 short of making Australia bat again, when the weather intervened at the WACA. Australia earlier declared on 662 to 9 in their first innings, a lead of 259. England were required to bat for the best part of 5 sessions to escape with a draw, yet lost Mark Stoneman, Alastair Cook, and Joe Root cheaply. They were steadied by James Vince, who made his second Test half-century before being bowled by a wonderful delivery from Mitchell Starc. At 2-0 down in the series, England must not lose at a ground where they have not won since 1978 to avoid surrendering the Earn at the earliest opportunity. Rain threatened for much of a grey, blustery day in Perth, but a brief shower before tea was all that came before heavier rain arrived 45 minutes before the scheduled close. England's task of batting throughout Monday will not be helped by the cracks running down the length of the pitch, but more bad weather is forecast. England stay afloat. At 60-3, still 199 behind, England were in danger of being beaten inside 4 days. Josh Hazlewood, bowling an immaculate line, had Stoneman caught behind before Cook and Root fell. But Vince batted beautifully, defending with a straight bat and playing his usual handsome shots through the offside. 48 of his 55 runs came in boundaries. He was undone by a magical delivery from Starc, bowling his left armers from round the wicket. Angled in, it straightened off a crack in the surface to take the top of off stump. Vince was perhaps guilty of playing too square, but there was no legislating for how much the ball moved. David Mallon and Johnny Bairstow, who both made centuries in the first innings, had started to score more freely when the rain arrived, and it is they who will be together when play begins at the earlier time of 2 o'clock GMT on Monday. Experienced pair found wanting. Prior to this series, the feeling was that the inexperienced nature of England's top 5 would mean they needed major contributions from their 2 senior batsmen, Cook and Root. However, with both registering 14 in the second innings, their combined total for the series is 259. Not only has Australia captain Steve Smith made more on his own, 167 more in fact, but so too has Mallon. Cook, England's all-time record run scorer playing in his 150th test, has managed just 83 in 6 innings. Once again he did not look in especially poor touch, but presented a leading edge to Hazlewood, who took a fine diving catch. Cook is now without a half-century in 10 test innings. Root has made 2 half-centuries in the series without converting them into something meaningful. He has also had to marshal a team who is being beaten on the field and distracted by a string of issues off it. His shot here was poor. Off-spinner Nathan Lyon's first delivery was incredibly wide, with Root's uncontrolled drive resulting in an edge that was held at slip. Speaking on Test Match Special, former England off-spinner Graham Swan said of Root, "Joe's dismissal disappointed me. He just meekly wafted his bat at it. When you're England's best player and you're trying to save the game, it's a bizarre shot. It's unusual from Joe. There's no difference between Joe and Steve Smith in terms of ability. Yet Steve Smith is so much more prolific than Root. It's because the captaincy suits Smith. He's really flourished. To me, that's not Joe's way. I think he was made captain because there was a lack of choice. England cannot prevent unwanted records. England toiled on Saturday, taking only 1 wicket as Smith helped himself to a double century and Mitchell Marsh a big ton of his own. The tourists earned rewards on Sunday, with James Anderson nipping the ball around. Marsh was LBW to the second delivery of the day for 181, Smith dismissed in the same manner for 239, both to Anderson. When Stark was run out in strange circumstances, Tim Paine, the subject of an LBW appeal, set off, leaving his partner stranded as Vince ran in from gully. England had taken 3 wickets for 12 runs. Paine, though, overturned being given out leg before to Anderson and went on to make an unbeaten 49, sharing 93 with Pat Cummins, who added 41. Cummins was yet another LBW victim of Anderson's end, after Leon holed out to the Lancashire man, Australia declared. By then, Australia had made their biggest Ashes total on home soil and Stuart Broad had figures of 0 to 142, the worst of his 112 Test career. Thank you for watching, please subscribe and share if you like.